The three lessons I learned through going through, or I like to say growing through, the difficult times in my life, the challenges, the tribulations. We always say that every challenge is a blessing in disguise, but sometimes we can't spot it. So hopefully, if I share this with all of you, you can relate, you can resonate, and you can find courage and find power, whatever you're going through, to know how to grow through it and thrive through it. Before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here. And in this video, I want to share with you 3 major lessons I learned from growing through certain challenges in life. The first lesson being polar opposites. What does that mean? Well, every time I face a challenge these days, I always look up at the universe or look up at God and I say, universe, God, you must think so highly of me, especially when it becomes a very, very big challenge. Why? Because we need to understand that life, existence, is always an up and a down, and everything is always in balance. What does that mean? Higher highs also equals lower lows. Lower lows equals higher highs, right? So when you have big risk, there's big reward. It's the same thing. Everything is up, down, there's opposites. And if the universe at this moment gives me a challenge that is huge, 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 that's indescribable, I literally don't know how to get out of it, right? A lot of the time, the first thing I do is I look up at the universe and I say, universe, you must think so highly of me, because the universe will never give you anything that you cannot handle. So when you have that trust and when you have that faith that there is a polar opposite on the other side, right? And I have this saying, I say, as long as you can look up, you can get up. If you look down and start seeing those problems, whatever you focus on amplifies, you get more of the problems. So you might as well just look up, keep looking up. What's the solution? What's the solution? What's up there? And eventually, because your focus is there, right? Your energy flows there and results will show. That's the first lesson I learned. The second lesson I learned is every challenge is a blessing in disguise. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. If you think back at your life so far, the way you are, how strong you are, how powerful you are, whatever you know, your knowledge, is probably because of all the challenges and tribulations. If you take a kid, you teach them to walk, how many times do they need to fall over to learn to walk? You see, there's a saying that says, fail forward. Failing is part of success. You see? So you can look at it and class yourself as a failure. Why have I failed? Or you can say, hey, I know another way, right? What Thomas Edison said back then, I know another way how a light bulb doesn't work, right? So eventually you'll get there. So in the same sense, whenever you're going through or growing through challenges, know that it's your opportunity. What I say is, I say, thank you, universe, for giving me another opportunity to grow, to learn from, to become stronger through. If you take any of the most inspirational people in the world and you read their biography, you will always see that there's some really dark happenings that have happened before, dark times, that they've managed to grow through, right? So take each challenge as a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise, right? You are who you are today because of everything you've gone through and grown through. You will become, right? Who you will become, the bigger version of you, will be determined by the challenges that you will face on the path ahead, right? So yes, it's not gonna, it doesn't come a time where there's no more challenges, but it's good because challenges are fun. It makes life meaningful. It makes it meaningful. If it was just flat, it'd be boring, right? Now there's a reason you celebrate those wins. The final lesson I learned through growing through certain challenges in life, right? Is that pain is temporary. Everything is as it should be. And nature is the best indication to how life is. If you look at nature, is it sometimes it's sunny? Yes. Apart from if you're living in England. You only get the 2 days a year, right? But there's sun sometimes. Is there rain sometimes? Yes, there is. Right? Is there storm sometimes? Yes, there is. But thou shalt too pass. Have you ever seen a storm that lasts forever before? No. Look at your track history. Look at all the challenges that you've been through before. Even those moments you felt like you couldn't live anymore. Are you still alive right now? You're here right now. What happened? How did you get out of it? And some of the time you may not know. You may not know how you got out of it, but because you were supposed to get out of it. Because thou shalt too pass. You see, there are no storms that last forever. Pain is temporary. Be patient with it. Witness it. Observe it. Experience it. Right? But don't be confused by it. And don't be consumed by it. Remember, don't keep looking at all the problems. What you focus on expands. Look at the solutions. What is the solution? What is the solution? Right? Allow that creativity to flow through you and be proactive with your solutions. And then you will see the light at the end of every single tunnel. And then you'll realize that every challenge, big or small, will eventually be the same. It's just a part of life. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of the up-down ride in this mountain trek to get to the top. Hopefully, this advice or these sharings have been of use to you. If it has, or you resonate with anything that I've said so far in this video, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below. Let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're signing out. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.